was looking for my shades in the cluttered glove box. Found a crumpled piece of paper under some old socks. I recognized the handwriting, the loops and the curves, and suddenly I felt a tightening in my nerves. It was dated last Tuesday, the day you left for work. I felt like a fool, I felt like a jerk. The first line said, I don't know how to say this, and my heart hit the floor like a cold heart abyss. It was a note in the glove box. I wasn't meant to find the truth about the secrets you were keeping in your mind. You said you found someone who understands your soul, and just like that, I lost all control. A few scribbled words on a yellow legal pad turned the best thing I had into the worst and the sad. I read it 3 times till the ink started to blur, wondering who he was and what he gave to her. Was it the way he talked or the money in his hand? Something I couldn't give, something I couldn't stand. I crumpled it back and I threw it in the dirt, but the words stayed inside, man, they really hurt. Why didn't you say to my face, instead of leaving your lies in this dusty space? Your soul, and just like that, I lost all control. Just a piece of paper that broke my whole world. Stadium lights are buzzing, cutting through the dark. Same old hometown heroes leaving their mark. But I ain't watching the game, I'm looking at row number 3, where a blue-eyed girl used to sit right next to me. You wore my Letterman jacket, way too big for your frame. We thought we knew it all before the halftime came. Now it's been 10 years, and you're 1,000 miles away. But under these Friday lights, it feels like yesterday. Yeah, up on these Friday night bleachers, we ruled the town before life came along and tore our innocence down. We promised forever by the concession stand door. Now we're just strangers who don't talk anymore. But every autumn breeze brings the memories around of the love that we made when we ruled this town. The crowd goes wild for a fourth quarter score, but the cheers don't sound the same to me anymore. I take a sip from my flask, turn my collar to the cold. Some stories stay young while the rest of us grow old. understand. Oh, now we're just strangers who don't talk anymore. But every autumn breeze brings a memory around of the love that we made when we ruled this town. Up on the bleachers, yeah, yesterday. Hey, barkeep, leave the bottle right here. I've got a story that's been brewing for a year. See that girl in the photo with the eyes like the sea? She used to be everything. She used to be me. But I let it slip through my fingers like sand, trying to be a man I didn't understand. It's funny how the neon makes the truth look so bright when you're staring at the bottom of a glass all night. These are my neon confessions, whispered in the dark, searching for a flame from a dying little spark. I'm pouring out my soul with every single round in this smoke-filled room where the lost can't be found. Yeah, the truth tastes bitter, but the whiskey is sweet. In this neon confession, my ruin's complete. I thought I was smart, I thought I was cool, leaving a diamond to go play the fool. Now I'm just a regular, facing the crowd with a head full of noise that's way too loud. Don't ever take for granted what you got in your hand, cause it's a long way down when you finally land out. Trade all these bottles and this neon glow just to have one more chance to let her know. These are my neon confessions, whispered in the dark, searching for a flame from a dying little spark. I'm pouring out my soul with every single round in this smoke-filled room where the lost can be found. keep the change. Drum stomping claps, woo, dirty guitar riffs. Forget about the city and the velvet ropes. We got a better way to lift our spirits and our hopes. Turn the headlights on, line them up in a row. We got a dance floor made of dirt and a moonlit glow. The hayloft's open and the beer is ice cold. Tonight we're acting young, forget about getting old. Kick up the dust, let the music take flight. We're turning this farm into a disco tonight. It's a dirt road disco under the stars. Better than the clubs and the fancy neon bars. With a banjo picking in a heavy bass beat. Moving your body and moving your feet. Yeah, shake it like a Polaroid, honey, don't stop until the sun comes up over the mountain top. Yeah. doesn't matter which way. I'm making my own history starting today. Yeah, I'm burning the map and I'm following the sun. I'm a highway bullet, I'm a man on the run. Don't look for a postcard, don't look for a call. I'm breaking the rules and I'm breaking them all. Burning it down. Catch me if you can. Burning it down. Catch me if you can. Got the GPS turned off and the windows rolled down, leaving the concrete and the noise of this modern town. Tires kicking up a cloud of memory and dust, heading back to the only place that I still trust. There's a cell phone tower where the old oak used to be, but the river still runs the same right to the sea. I got the radio glowing, playing an old George Strait, trying to slow down a world that won't ever wait. Yeah. This is my dirt road symphony, just a rusty truck and a melody where the crickets sing and the engine hums, far away from the city drums. Ain't no neon lights, just the southern stars, healing the cracks in a country heart. Yeah, this is my dirt road symphony. Pass a county line and feel my shoulders drop. Don't need a destination, don't plan to stop. Sometimes you gotta get lost just to find your way, and let a classic country song wash the modern pain away. Yeah. This is my dirt road symphony, just a rusty truck and a melody where the crickets sing and the engine hums, far away from the city drums. Ain't no neon lights, just the southern stars, healing the cracks in a country heart. Yeah, this is my dirt road symphony. Just a rusty truck
that glass is long gone and melted, and I'm feeling the blow that the silence just dealt it. I'm staring at your name on the bottom of the list, thinking about the lips that I shouldn't have kissed. I know you're sleeping, or maybe you're not. Maybe you're haunted by the same things I've got. My thumb's hovering over the call sign again, knowing that hello is where the trouble began. It's just another 3 a.m. regret, a memory that I haven't quite buried yet. Talking to the dial tone, wishing you were here, drowning out the truth with another cold beer. I'm a master of the mistakes I haven't made yet, in the middle of a 3 a.m. regret. I wonder if he's there, holding you tight in that apartment we picked out on a Sunday night. Does he know how you like your coffee in the morning, or how you look when your heart is all torn? I'm just a ghost in the static of your phone, a king on a throne of being alone. I should put it down, I should walk away, but there's so many things that I still need to say. It's just another 3 a.m. read, a memory that I haven't quite buried yet. Talking to the dial tone, wishing you were here, drowning out the truth with another cold beer. Just one more call, maybe I'll forget. We were 12 years old with a fishing pole in hand, king of the mud and the rulers of the sand. Built a rope swing on that old oak tree, feeling like the world was as wide as could be. No cell phones ringing, no bills in the mail, just a summer that felt like it would never fail. The water was cold, but the sun was so hot. Man, we really had everything, we didn't know what we got. I'm going back to the creek in my mind today, where the worries of the world just fade away. Sipping on a soda in the shade of the pines, living for the moments and the simple designs. Yeah, I'm taking a trip down memory lane, back to the creek where there was no pain. Now I'm stuck in an office with a view of the wall, dreaming about the days when I felt 10 feet tall. I wonder if the swing is still hanging from a branch, or if time moved on like a slow-moving ranch. I close my eyes and I can hear the water flow, and for a minute I'm back where I used to go. The world got complicated, the world got loud, but I can still see my face in that summer cloud. my mind today, where the worries of the world just fade away. Sipping on a soda in the shade of the pines, living for the moments and the simple designs. Simple times.
There's a worn-out leather book on the nightstand shelf, and a label on a bottle that I bought for myself. One's full of mercy and the other's full of pain. One's for the sunshine and the other's for the rain. I'm sitting in the middle of a war in my head, thinking about the things that I should have never said. It's a long, dark tunnel when you're losing your way, between the fire of the night and the light of the day. Stuck between a bottle and a Bible tonight, trying to figure out who's gonna win this fight. One's a temporary fix, one's a permanent grace, one's a blurry memory, one's a familiar face. Tonight, I read about the prodigal and the father's embrace. Then I look at the glass and I see my own face. It's easy to be holy when the sun is shining bright, but it's hard to find your knees in the middle of the night. My mama's praying for me, I can feel it in. Or am I destined to wander this desert alone? Stuck between a bottle and a Bible tonight, trying to figure out who's gonna win this fight. One's a temporary fix, one's a permanent grace, one's a blurry memory, one's a familiar face. I'm just a man trying to do between a bottle and a Bible tonight. Stuck between a bottle and a Bible tonight, trying to figure out who's gonna win this fight. One's a temporary fix, one's a permanent grace, one's a blurry memory, one's a familiar face. Which one will I choose? Help me find the light.
I traded in my work boots for a tailored custom suit, moved up to the city, chasing the golden fruit. I got my name upon a door, a corner office chair,
but I couldn't find the southern breeze in the conditioned air. Last night I had a dream about a girl with hazel eyes. We were riding in a Chevy under watermelon skies. I woke up in a penthouse, feeling empty and alone. Realized this concrete jungle never was my home. I'm trading concrete for the countryside, leaving it behind, tossing out the briefcase, losing my corporate mind. Gonna buy a patch of dirt where the honeysuckles grow and find that hazel-eyed girl that I used to know. You can keep the busy streets and the skyline made of glass. I'm heading back to where the memories are made to last. I packed a single duffel bag, threw the key upon the desk, took the elevator down, feeling a pounding in my chest. Hit the interstate going south, pushed the pedal to the floor. Never gonna wear a tie or punch a time clock anymore. I'm trading concrete for the countryside, leaving it behind, tossing out the briefcase, losing my corporate mind. Gonna buy a patch of dirt where the honeysuckles grow and find that hazel-eyed girl that I used to know. You can keep the busy streets and the skyline made of glass. I'm headed back to where the memories are made to last. Heading back to the countryside. Bartender slides a glass across the polished wood. Says you're looking like a man who's misunderstood. I just nodded my head, tossed a 20 on the bar, trying to wash away the memory of a getaway car. Your taillights faded in the glow of a street lamp, leaving me alone with this cold and lonely damp. I deleted your number, but it's burned into my brain. Now I'm looking for a remedy to stop this pouring rain. I need an 80-proof eraser for a permanent mistake to blur the lines of the promises you didn't want to make. Gonna pour it on the fire, gonna let the whiskey burn till I can't remember all the lessons that I didn't learn. Yeah, one more shot to wipe the slate clean tonight. Just me, the bartender,
time heals everything, but time is running slow. When you're sitting in a dive bar with nowhere else to go. The ice is melting down just like my self-control. Every sip I take is digging a deeper hole. I need an 80-proof eraser for a permanent mistake to blur the lines of the promises you didn't want to make. Gonna pour it on the fire, gonna let the whiskey burn till I can't remember all the lessons that I didn't learn. Yeah, one more shot to wipe the slate clean tonight. Just me, the bartender, and the neon light. Make it a double, erase the trouble.
In a cardboard box on the back seat, leaving tire tracks on this dusty one-way street. Mama's crying on the porch, Dad just gave a nod, told me, son, don't you ever forget about God. I got $100 and a dream that's twice as big, and a rusted out Chevy that you're starting to get. The rear view mirror is showing me the past, but the needle on the dash is moving way too fast. I'm running on an empty tank and a full heart. Don't know where I'm going, but I'm making a start beyond a county line, where the neon lights glow, to a place where the stories and the whiskey flow. Yeah, I'm chasing down a life that I haven't met yet, with an empty tank and a full heart. I'm a safe bet. Clear my head, read a napkin note that a stranger once said, life's too short to stay where you don't belong. So I cranked up the radio and sang along to a song about a guy who made it and a girl who stayed behind. I guess I'm just a drifter with a restless mind. There's a whole lot of world outside this zip code, and I'm just another soul on an open road. Start beyond the county line, where the neon lights glow, to a place where the stories and the whiskey flow. Just keep on driving, yeah, full heart. Let's go! Stadium seats, small town heroes in their cleats and their heat. The air smells like popcorn and cut grass and sweat, the kind of a feeling that you never forget. Number 17's got the ball on the run, looking for the end zone and looking for the fun. Under the glow of those big stadium lamps, we were living like kings, we were living like champs in the Friday night lights. We were
and the band in the stand. We were the heartbeat of this quiet land. Yeah, nothing felt better, nothing felt right, like the magic of those Friday night lights. Now the stands are all empty and the grass is all brown, but the memories are still the talk of the town. At the local cafe, they still tell the tale of the winning touchdown that didn't go frail. I still wear my jacket, though it's tight in the chest. Reminds me of the days when we were the best. One more snap, one more play. I give anything to go back to that day. Got calluses on my hands and dust on my brow, but I'm building a future, and I'm doing it now. They said a boy from this town wouldn't go very far, but they didn't see the fire inside of this heart. Every drop of sweat is a down payment on a dream. I'm turning this gravel into a golden stream. Friday night comes and I'm feeling alright. Cleaned up the truck and I'm looking for the light. I ain't looking for a handout or a lucky break, just a little bit of credit for the moves I make. My old man told me, son, keep your head held high. And I'm looking for the limit in the big blue sky. It's a long way up, but the view is gonna be sweet. I'm keeping my rhythm and I'm keeping my beat. From the red dirt roads to the city lights, I'm winning the battles and I'm winning the fights. Gravel and gold. Yeah, I'm getting there.
Joe's turning up the lights, and he's turning down the sound. The last of the regulars are nowhere to be found. Just a few empty glasses and a cigarette tray, the ghosts of the conversations from earlier in the day. I'm lingering a little, 'cause I'm not ready for the door, or the silence that's waiting for me on the second floor. The neon open sign just flickered and died, and I'm looking for a place where I can finally hide. It's the last call at Joe's, the end of the line, searching for a reason or a holy kind of sign. One more for the road, though I know I've had my share. Talking to the shadows like there's someone really there. Yeah, the night is over, but the memory flows in the quiet of the last call at Joe. He's wiping down the counter with a rag that's seen it all. He's heard every story, he's seen every fall. He looks at me and says, son, it's time to go home. But home is just a word when you're feeling this alone. I put a 20 on the wood, and I pick up my coat with a heavy heart and a lump in my throat. The streets are wet with rain, and the air is getting cold. Another day is ending, another story's been told. To the shadows like there's someone really there. Good night, Joe. See you tomorrow.
Truck right in front of the old town hall, watching the shadows start to stretch and the night start to fall.